Hello tool groupies, welcome to the Backwoods Mechanic channel. Today we're reviewing 3 separate body style and drive size ratchets by TEQ Correct Professional, aka TEQ Pro, which is a licensed store brand of CarQuest auto parts stores, so you can buy these products there or at their sister company, Advance Auto. Now I have reviewed these individually for those of you people out here searching the internet for specific information on a specific model, but I also wanted to do a combined review of all three to point out the differences and similarities among these ratchets. Somebody out there might be deciding they're going to buy them a decent little set of tools and they want one of each drive size, but you also need something of a little bit different body style so it'll accommodate you with a wide range of jobs and repairs, and this might be right up your alley. So we will start out here with the first ratchet. This one that I'm pointing at right here is the TEQ Pro 1/4" drive round head ratchet, model number TP711112C. It'll cost you about $12. It has 42 teeth and a 4.3 degree arc swing. It's probably a rebrand of the KD Tools version of this. Now the overall length on this thing is 5.5 inches long. The handle is 4.5 inches. It's got a 1-inch round head. The total thickness from the top of the head to the bottom of the anvil here is 1 3/32 inches wide, and it weighs a few ounces. Next up, we have the 3/8 drive quick release ratchet. This one's model number TP81218. It'll cost you $20. It has 60 teeth and a 6-degree arc swing. It's a rebrand of the crescent wrench 3/8 version of this. It is 9 inches long. The handle is about 7 inches long. It is 13/16 inches at its widest point in the handle here. The top of the head is 1 1/4 inches wide and about 1 1/8 inch from the top of the head to the bottom right here of the anvil. And then we have this big beast right here. It is the 1/2-inch drive long handle low profile ratchet, model number TP81304P. This one's going to cost you about $50. It does have 84 tooth and it has a 4-degree arc swing that offers 180% more torque than ANSI and ASME specifications. It is basically a rebrand of the gear wrench version. Of course, you can see laser etched in the top of the head here. It says 84 tooth count. It has a 14 7/8 to 15-inch long in length altogether. The handle itself is about 1 foot 1 1/4 inch. The primary body thickness, which is right through here, is about 5/8. Down here, where it goes to this thick tapered handle, it is 7/8 inches thick. The head is 1 5/8 inches wide, and from the top of the smooth head to the bottom of the handle right here is 1 7/32 to about 1 1/4 inch thick. Now, typically, most of the TEQ Pro low profile ratchets, like the 1/2-inch drive right here, is made in Taiwan, and all the ones that you're going to look at in store, that's these quick release versions, such as the 1/4 inch and the 3/8 drive here, are going to be made in China. But they are all made from chrome vanadium alloy steel, and they do have the fully polished chrome finish. They're strong, they're durable, they're resistant to corrosion, but if they do fail or break, that's okay. Take them back to Advance Auto Parts or CarQuest for repair or replacement, because they do have a lifetime warranty on them. Now, the gear heads of the 1/2-inch and the 3/8 drive ratchets are basically secured behind a plate and a snap ring, and that is going to help you, protect you from dirt and moisture, unwanted things like that. It's right in behind those snap rings, so you can remove those. All you need is a pair of snap ring pliers. Pop it in there, remove that, remove the plate. You can get inside there, do repairs, lube it, oil it, all that good stuff. Pop the snap ring back in place. Now, this one has a snap ring also, but it's what's called a spiral snap ring, and you can remove that with a little micro slotted screwdriver and pull it right out, lube everything up, repair it, all that good stuff if you need to. All three of these do have a reversible switch or lever to change the directions from on and off, to tighten or loosen the fasteners. Now, the 1/2-inch and the 3/8 drive has the recessed lever to reduce the risk of accidental bumps that could, change your direction of your ratchet, whereas the 1/4 inch drive here has the circular switch that you can engage by basically pushing and turning this, and the word push is hard stamped right there as an indicator, whereas the 1/2-inch drive has the stamped words on and off right there in the recessed area. And the 3/8 drive doesn't have that at all, but everybody should get the basics of that. It's on and off, left and right, that way you know what's what. But this one does indicate that it does say on and off, as you can see right there, nice, highly visible, stamped. And what I mean by recessed is how it sits down inside here, how it makes the actual lever right there, your reversing lever, about flush with the head of the ratchet, so you don't accidentally, you know, bump something and reverse directions when you don't intend to. Now, the 1/4 inch drive here has the black oxidized reversing switch, and it also doubles as the Ratchet's quick release button, which the 3/8 drive does have also, but the 1/2 inch drive does not. It's a big, nice, smooth head. So with these two ratchets right here, it is easier to lock and secure your sockets into place on their anvils, and you can push the button to quickly release everything or exchange the sockets as needed without any worry of them falling off and accidentally you know, landing somewhere they shouldn't be, or slippage. If your hands are oily and you grab a hold of one of these, you're putting your sockets on, you're trying to pull it off, it might accidentally slip and it'll be a hassle. All you got to do with this is hit the button, take it, put it on, pull it down, you secure it. You ain't got to worry about them accidentally falling off and all that good stuff. When you're done working, you can pop them off, put another socket right back on, go right back to work. And of course, this one is the exact same way. I grabbed the wrong socket for that one, sorry folks. But that one is made the exact same way, does the exact same thing as this one right here. All you got to do is take it, lock it on, put it in place. This one does not. It is essentially going to be you locking it into place and you having to pull it off. So if your hands are oily, greasy, things like that, you know, it might be a little bit of a hassle, but that's where the quick release versions of these do have their perks. Gives you a little something different, makes your life just a little bit easier. Now, the 1/4 inch drive ratchet here, the head is round and it's got this thumb wheel design. And that is, you know, basically, if you were looking at this and you're getting inside of tight places, you're working on something, you're going to want to have your sockets in here. Your handle is going to provide all the leverage that you need. But whenever you get into really tight places, sometimes you might want to be able to have a thumb wheel ratchet to work with, which is where this comes into place at. Because all you got to do is take it and turn it. Now, it looks like there's a little bit of a knurl on the edge here, but it's not very distinct at all. It doesn't stick out like a real good name brand product does. It's got, you know, your basic little stamped imprints, but it will still basically get the job done. Now, our 3/8 drive is the more traditional teardrop style ratchet. So, I mean, it's going to do all the basic stuff you need it to do, and it does have that extra little room whenever you're swinging back and forth to miss obstructions, because it's got such a thin body right here as far as the head goes. And when you get down to the 1/2 inch drive, the features on it is basically this really big long handle. I mean, it basically has the leverage of a breaker bar with a low profile head. So I mean, it's intended to reach inside of tight spaces, you know, which traditional ratchets of this size, 1/2 inch drive ratchets of this size, will not fit into. This one will fit into those tight places because of that low profile head. You combine it with the actual handle that's a foot long, and it's going to give you all kinds of leverage and torque and power. And then you've got them 84 tooths and that 4-degree arc swing, which means you're going to be inside there and you just barely got to move this thing to engage the teeth. Or if you do get in there and you do have room, you're talking about a lot of power. You're going to have a lot of power, and it's going to engage the teeth quicker, and you're going to pull them fasteners off there, you know, 3 times as fast. Gives you 3 times more leverage, access, and speed. All 3 of these do meet or exceed the ANSI ASME specifications, and they do have the TEQ Correct Pro name stamped into each one of the bodies, as you will probably be able to see right there. And this one's got it stamped onto both sides. This one's got it stamped right here. Now, none of these do have the part number on them, but they are easy to identify as far as the brand name goes. But it, like I said, it doesn't have the part number, which they should be able to match them up in stores. So this is a little variety of ratchets that you might need in your toolbox. You're a beginner, you might like these. It might give you, you know, some options, because this one is going to serve your purpose to get inside of small stuff. It's going to have all the leverage you need for small stuff, plus it's got that thumb wheel you can use. The 3/8 drive is the most common size everybody uses. And whenever you're using the 3/8 drive, this one's going to do most of your general stuff. You don't want to have specialty ratchets like the 120s and use them all the time. I don't want to use the 120 all the time. I prefer using a basic ratchet like this for 90% of the stuff that I use it for. Now, if I want to use something with a little bit more bite and grip, I will go to the 120 or the 84 tooth, because that's, you know, the fine tooth. I want to be able to get in there without having to move as much to get a hold of the fastener. Now, this one right here, I mean, I have used it time and time again. It has basically replaced some of my breaker bars with some of the stuff I use it for, because it's got such a nice, long, strong handle. It's got the low profile head, so I can get inside of places faster, and I can do some serious damage with this one particular ratchet. I mean, it will break lug nuts off. It works so good. So these are 3 basic ratchets that somebody could buy by TEQ Pro. They are a rebrand, like I said, of Gear Wrench and KD Tools and Crescent. So it's a new brand that they're pushing at Carquest, and it's a pretty good brand from what I've seen so far. So I want to give everybody one basic little example here once again of the arc swing. One little tooth, and then you got this one here, and then you've got your 84 tooth count. You barely move it. You barely got to move this thing, and it engages those teeth, and it sounds really good. Now here's our 3/8 drive. And I do want to show you one example of what I was talking about. I want to show you how good this little thing is right here. I've done this on the individual tool review for this one, but I'd like to show everyone again, just to get the point across here, as I will do this review out here by a vehicle. And as you can see right here, when you put this thing on, it will go on your lug nuts. Use your reversing switch, and there is how long it is in comparison with a wheel of a vehicle. This is a Chevy Uplander. Then all you got to do, take it, and you can break these lug nuts loose. We reposition here. As you can see right there, it just broke these lug nuts loose, and all I got to do is tighten them right back up, and then I'm good to go. These are 3 good little ratchets from TEQ Pro. Stay tuned to the channel. Hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment if you've used these, what you think about them so far. Let me know your opinions. And stay tuned, because as I use these ratchets, I will update you on the tools. I will update you when they break, how the warranty goes, and what I think about them after about a year or 2. So until next time, as always, continue to make repairs great again by doing it yourself.